Hello, my name is Frank Palmisani, and I serve as college counselor at Providence Catholic High School. In the past, if you came to visit Providence, whether you're a student or parent, if you came at a shadow day or open house, I'd have an opportunity to share my thoughts with you. But one of the things that you would always get when you came to visit Providence Catholic is you'd get an opportunity to talk to our students. They give you the greatest insight as to the life that we experience here at Providence. So because of the COVID situation, it's difficult for you to come and visit, and obviously difficult for you to talk to students. So in the next few minutes, we're going to give you the student's perspective so that you can indeed get a feel for what our students think about as they experience life at Providence Catholic High School.
I always had Providence on the radar. Both my parents had gone there, but as a kid, I guess I always just thought I would be going to the public school, going to Lincoln Way West for high school. But my parents wanted me to give it a shot. So I went to the Shadow Day in 7th grade, and it just all changed for me. I had a blast. The person I shadowed with just was super welcoming. Everybody there just made me really feel at home. And I kind of got this like family experience where I just immediately felt welcomed that I just had never felt before at a school.
Providence was decided for me. My parents made the decision. I have 2 older brothers that went through Providence and they had great successes. And my parents saw how in college they progressed and it was a lot easier, especially since they struggled in school. They saw how well Providence prepared them for their futures in careers and in college, and they wanted me to experience the same thing.
It was definitely nerve-wracking. I was afraid I was gonna make the wrong choice. I shadowed, I attended football games, different sporting events, stuff that maybe we can't do right now. But the biggest thing that I did was really finding what life at Providence would be like. So on the Instagram, 30 seconds to Celtics, or coming in for a personal tour. Those are the things that really showed me why I wanted to be at Providence.
It was definitely a hectic time, you know, choosing your high school. There's a lot of different options that go into it and a lot of different thoughts, but definitely the shadow days at Providence made it an easy decision for me. My brother and sister both went to Providence, so I knew a lot about the feel of Providence, but definitely those shadow days, getting to see how it's really like, the life at Providence Catholic, there's just nothing like it, and it was an easy decision for me.
It's been great. I've enjoyed every single year and every single minute. I'm involved in the fine arts. I'm a theater and choir person. So I made so many friends and so many great memories because I think the biggest thing that anyone can say about Providence is no matter what we do it together. And obviously this year the circumstances are a little bit different, but no matter what we do, everyone is there to support each other, and that is just the biggest feeling I can take away from Providence, is just that no matter what, we're together and we all work as one.
Before coming to Providence, everyone talked about the family feel. There is, and now that I'm a senior, there definitely is that feeling that it really is a family here. A few experiences such as the playoff runs for the football team, and also the basketball games 2 years ago, the regionals at Providence. There just was no other feeling that I've ever had in a gymnasium. Just the excitement and the pure joy from everyone. It was just such a fun time. There's nothing like it.
Well, I definitely have been challenged. The coursework is never easy, but it's not hard in a bad way. Our teachers are always pushing us to be the best students that we can, and they're always there for us. So if we are struggling, I've reached out on multiple occasions to teachers, and they've always been there and broken down lessons for me and helped me in any way possible. They really want you to achieve your best potential, and while I have been challenged, I've also grown a lot since I've come here.
If I've been struggling with a subject, the teachers make themselves super available. I think what's really nice about Providence is that most of our teachers are moderators of a club or they're coaches, so they understand the other commitments that we have as students, but obviously academics is always first. So they want to make sure that we are thriving in mind, body, and spirit, and that our academics are doing well, and that if we're struggling, they reach out. I've had teachers who've come up to me and have asked me, how can I help you? What's going on? I see you're struggling. What can we do to fix this? So I've had great successes, and we have peer tutors, and we have our tutoring center, and they just make themselves so available because truly everyone here wants to see each other succeed.
Well, I was really nervous coming in because I knew it was a Catholic school. I knew spirituality was a big part of Providence, and I was nervous that I wouldn't maybe fit in or people would judge me, but I haven't had anything like that. Everything that I've experienced at Providence spiritually has been so fulfilling, and I've learned a lot from my religion classes without even being Catholic. There's just so many great messages that my teachers have brought me that I can apply to my life, and especially with the masses, the family feel that it has, and just the spirit that it has, especially during the Sign of Peace. It really just brings everyone together. And despite being Catholic, I've really learned a lot about my own spirituality, and it's been a really fulfilling experience.
Being an Augustinian school, we focus on the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love, and you don't have to be a Catholic to experience that. In religion classes, religion is something that is important to us, but it's focused a lot on finding your own spirituality and finding out who you are. So everything is very open-ended, and they want and invite other people to share their points of views. So, you know, we understand truth, we understand love with how we interact with each other, and we go into these great philosophical discussions. And really, you don't have to be Catholic to partake in the spirituality here. You go on retreats every single year, and it's all about finding more about who you are and trying to figure out where you belong and what your life is going to take you to.
I'm looking into something in business, possibly management or marketing, but I'm nervous for the next chapter. I'm excited, but I have faith that I've been prepared by Providence to succeed in whatever I do after high school.
I feel really prepared. We start the college discussion at Providence right at freshman year. We're already discussing what you might be interested in, and if people don't know what careers they want to go into, you know, we have college counselors that are willing to help you with that and help you navigate it. I feel super prepared. I'm looking at St. Xavier in Elmhurst, and my plan is to get my certification in American Sign Language and become a speech pathologist.
Providence definitely prepared me well for making college decisions. I'm looking at private schools all across the Midwest, probably looking to go into the medical field, and I'm just excited for my next chapter. I know Providence prepared me well.
I want to make sure that whatever I do in college and beyond, I want to make sure that I'm happy, number one. So I really am leaning towards engineering. I'm looking at engineering schools, and also just overall where I'm going to be happiest. But I know that Providence has prepared me for life, and I'm ready to take that on.